Yes, as for the opt-in time, the defense again could not go on because the defendants' counsel were not in court, and as we did the last time, we applied for the defense to be foreclosed, but the court, in its wisdom, decided that it would give the defense just the last chance to come and present its defense, and failure to do that on the next adjourned date, the defense will stand foreclosed. That was simply the ruling of the court this morning.
The counsel made it clear in previous appearance that he will not be available today. And even at the last appearance, the counsel that was present in court also made it clear that he will be out of jurisdiction. So, in the first place, this was unnecessary. We should have adjourned till when they are available, because even the court procedures are clear, including ACJA. They are very happy to that anybody who is appearing before a court for a criminal matter must be given adequate time and facility to prepare his defense. And this case only came up in January of 2026. And the counsel there was lying that this is 11 adjournments at our instance. It's not true. There were adjournments in which the judge was absent. There was an adjournment that was as a result of their inability to present television to play our evidence in court. And those ones at our instance is at their own instance. So, but you know, as I've told you, you experience the trial. You are in court. You should be able to report truthfully and objectively about what happened in court. And we have made it clear from the beginning. We have no business coming to court over this matter. Absolutely. There was no offense committed. There was no complainant. Just state persecution. X, Y, Z. Nothing more. Some people at the DSS, the lawless DSS, had a problem with Sowore. They want to prove to Tinubu that they are loyal to him and we can put Sowore in his place. That is why this is not my first time of being accused of cybercrime. Buhari did it in 2019. Accused me of cybercrime. He accused me of treason. In 2025, Egbetokun, in an attempt to prove that he's loyal to Tinubu, instituted 3 cases, at least 3 cybercrime cases against me in this federal high court. It ended up in North. So the DSS wanted to prove to Tinubu that they can push. All is about who can put Sowore under control, who can silence him. And they have been doing this since practically I was born. So we came to court prepared today. Look, what will interest you is that when I was sent to Kuje prison, they were generous with adjournment dates. Yes, they weren't asking for day-to-day trial at that time. I was getting 1 week. That's how I spent 9 days in prison. But the moment they saw that we are beating the Kuje game, they came that want to do day-to-day. Day-to-day trial is meant for the court to decide. It's not for the prosecutor to impose. So when the prosecutor, and we have also made it clear that we no longer have confidence in this court. We have made applications. So normally, if this were to be a normal situation, the judge would have respectfully said, look, if there's no confidence in my handling of this case, I'll stand aside. There are over 13 judges, I think, in this court. What is the big deal? But we know the big deal. The big deal is that there is an election that's coming. Tinubu is mortally afraid, that's the operating word, of the popularity that has happened within the grassroots. And we are not paying a dime. We are not distributing bread, no soap, no rice, not even bitter cola, no tom-tom, no kuli-kuli, no akara. And people are saying, Sowore don't come. Sowore don't come. That's what it's all about. We are here to provide the leadership for this country that can make the country work, including the judiciary. Because one of our #1 focus when we take over power in this country, after the revolution, as we like to say, will be the judiciary, so that there can be dispensation of justice. I wanted to tell the judge that the burden of justice is lighter than the burden of injustice. What is killing Nigeria today is the burden of injustice at every point and opportunity Nigeria had to perpetrate justice, it perpetrated injustice. It's the reason you have bandits. It's the reason you have militants. All of them are linked with institutional, historical injustices that Nigeria has been perpetrating against its citizens, whether on the ethnic basis, on the cultural basis, on the economic side of things, on the judicial side of things. That is why we are here. We are always creating an unjust situation that will create another problem. Are you getting my point? So, but I'm also very glad that, as I always say, it is a privilege. We can start on the positive side of history.